Good afternoon. I'm Sofia, and I will be presenting my capstone research presentation. While going through the stimulus material, I saw many different things that popped up, such as the common theme of work ethic in America and the technological advancements that were affecting the workplace. One of the quotes in A World Without Work by Derek Thompson that stood out the most to me was Youngstown's story is America's story, because it shows that when jobs go away, the cultural cohesion of a place is destroyed. Along with that, Richard Nixon and his address to the nation on Labor Day speech states that in order to maintain a productivity in a society in which technology is replacing jobs, it is essential not to allow technology to render the nation incapable of being able to increase productivity in the workplace. This then created my question: due to the advancements in technology, should STEM education be strengthened in the K-12 curriculum in order to better prepare the workforce? To give some context for this, STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, which is an education system that's supposed to strengthen these 4 core curriculum courses and make them more important. Richard Nixon also states in his speech, "We must make sure that technology does not dehumanize work, but makes it more creative and rewarding for people who will operate the plants of the future." This is very important because it shows to continue, Carl Frey and Michael Osborne, who are co-directors of the Oxford Martin Program of Technology and Employment, created a study that would see which jobs would have a higher probability of being computerized. They found that there was a 0.99 probability of telemarketers being computerized, which was one of the highest probabilities. They came up with these numbers by using a Gaussian classifier, which allowed an algorithm sequence to be able to be manipulated due to the different data points put into it. This study that was created in 2013 also stated that the lowest probability, which was 0.0028, was for recreational therapists because of the need of human emotions and contact in order to be better therapists. And this here we show one of the graphs that they present in their study that shows how the different parts of therapists actually correlate with the probability of the job being computerized or not. Another study that was made in a school that was created by professors at a College of Applied Science and Technology at the Illinois State University, which was run by Dan Brown, Joshua Brown, and Kristen Reardon. And they state that they believe the benefits of strengthening STEM programs are that students' experiences in the real-world problems, making more connections to STEM fields and ever-changing workforce. Sparking interest in STEM fields, creating these links earlier in students' educational careers could potentially result in an increased number of students entering fields associated with STEM, which would then allow them to be able to enter in this technology-driven workforce. The study that was done in 2009, again by the same professors, states that when asking teachers and students about what they thought STEM education was and the importance of it, they found that many students and teachers could not explain what it was and were very unsure of what the concept was and why it was important. The opposing viewpoint could also be that according to the 703 jobs that were chosen to be researched, on the probability of whether or not a job could be computerized. They found that 33 of those jobs were predicted to never be able to be computerized because, again, of the human contact needed and the emotional aspect of it. And some of these jobs included surgeons, dentists, and preschool teachers. One of the solutions that the professors at the College of Illinois stated was that there is a need for educating students and teachers about STEM because the lack of knowledge of the importance of this could be detrimental to the overall strengthening of this core subjects. And this brings us back to my question. Due to the advancements in technology, should we strengthen the STEM education in K-12 curriculum to better prepare all these students for this future workforce driven by technology? In conclusion, David Collins and Mike Ryan, writers for the Academy of Strategic Management Journal, state, so as the argument goes, the loss of manufacturing jobs is not a major concern. Just as agricultural economy was transformed by manufacturing economy, the manufacturing economy will in turn be transformed by the service economy, which shows that just because the economy is changing, we can still educate the K-12 generation now in order to better prepare them for this technology-driven economy. Thank you.
Okay, Abby, can you describe for me a challenge that you faced in doing your research and how you overcame it?
Yes. So one of the things that I focused on at the beginning when I was researching was that I wanted to focus more on computer science classes instead of STEM classes because I wanted to make it more specific. But I found that trying to find information on specifically computer science classes was very difficult because even trying to research STEM education in general was very difficult because of the lack of studies done and academic journals written on this certain topic. So finding the information for this research project was very difficult, and so it took a lot of time and effort to try and find specific sources that would help me to back up my question and my point.
Great. And just ask you, in terms of extending, like you could continue doing research, where would you take it next? What would you look at next?
I would try and see if I could find more specific studies on how certain schools have strengthened their program or made it more relevant in the school so that more students are aware of its importance, and also for teachers to see if that really does affect a student's learning and if they are really actually better prepared for the technological advancements and how they're changing the workforce.